Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Blue Lounge. Had some massive technical difficulties starting up the stream. Myself, Matt, Lewis, Nee, Kai. The only person who didn't have any technical difficulties was Sadiq. So big up to Sadiq. But everyone else seemed to have technical difficulties just before we went live, and thus we are somewhat a little bit delayed. But we do apologize for the delay. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic weekend. It's about to come to an end. But you know what? I'm not complaining. Chelsea smash Nottingham Forest, 3 goals. Liverpool getting beaten by Manchester United. Banter galore for that one. Do you know what? I don't know what I'm more happy about, Liverpool losing or Chelsea winning, but it is what it is. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you all for joining the stream. I am trying to get the chat up on my other screen. It is up. Big up to you all. Big up to Jackie. Big up to Daniel. And most importantly, big up to my panelists. And we have got another 1,000+ subscriber panelist on our stream as of today, as of a couple of days ago. So big up to you, Matt. Well done for hitting 1K on YouTube. Congratulations, my brother. Big up to you.
Nice, man. Thanks very much.
I got to say big up to everyone who has subscribed to Kai's channel. Thank you all for doing that. Matt. Kai is next, by the way. I said Kai. Matt's channel. Big up to everyone who's done that. But the next one on the road to 1,000 subscribers is Kai, and that's where your focus is going to be moving forward. So anyone and everyone, please go ahead and subscribe to Behind the Dugouts. Great content, but he needs you guys to show him some love. So please make sure you're watching his videos. Please make sure you're subscribing, and tell your friends about his channel as well. Word of mouth goes a long way these days. Social media is fantastic, but word of mouth is still the old school method. So please tell your friends to go ahead and subscribe to Behind the Dugouts. All right, let me say hello to my panelists. Big up to you all. We kind of said hello to Matt. Matt, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm wicked, man. 1,000 subs, 2 wins, Liverpool losing, Spurs losing. Like, it's all just looking good, isn't it?
Beautiful. Happy days. Lewis from South America, big up to you. Welcome. How are you? How you doing?
Awesome, man. Thank you. Traveling, but always excited to watch the games and try to make the videos. And happy to be here talking to you guys today, man. After a win, a clean sheet. Of course, a red card that we needed. That's what we do nowadays. But yeah, excited, man.
Do you know what? I'd rather be red card FC than to be losing FC. You know what I mean? Liverpool. You know what I mean? And we have returning Nee Zion from Blue Clouds Media. Nee, how are you? How you been?
Doing wonderful. I'm doing okay. Nice to be here again with you guys. Talk football.
Fantastic to have you on. You haven't been streaming recently, Nee. Everything good?
Yep. All good.
All right. All good. Fantastic. More content coming on Blue Clouds Media. Lads, make sure you tune in to that channel as well. Fantastic creator, fantastic content, fantastic panelists. And a guy who doesn't need any introductions, Worldwide Chelsea, Sadiq. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me back on. Good to see everyone on the panel as well. Full party here. Got Mo, Matt, Lewis, Nee, Kai, myself. Yeah, it's going to be exciting and a great weekend.
Yeah, fantastic. You're also doing some Formula One content. I believe you got some travels coming up.
Yeah. Got some tracks coming up soon. Trying to build a different type of portfolio and other content, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all kind of digressing away from football. I mean, we've got Matt on top of you. He's got a gaming channel. Kicking off, you're doing Formula One content. is what it is. I guess we all got to make peas, right? We all got to make peas. And Kai, behind the dugouts, big up to you. Vote to 500 and hopefully to 1,000. How you doing, mate?
Doing good, man. It's a good weekend. It is a good weekend. Seeing everyone lose, us winning, just makes it that much sweeter. Glad to be back, mate. Glad to be back.
Listen, making content after a win is always pleasurable. It's always pleasurable. The funny thing is, people don't watch that content for some reason. They watch, when we're losing, they're all like coming in and getting angry and stuff. But when we're winning, no one's watching. Long may it continue. Chelsea are winning. Okay. No, if you guys are here, fantastic. If not, as long as we're winning. Maha in the house, big up to you. Daniel in the house, big up to you. Jackie in the house, big up to you. Jackie changed her profile picture again. All right, big up, everyone. All right, listen, guys. So let me give you my 2 cents in regards to Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. I did post a quick match reaction video straight after the game. And guys, if you enjoy video, like recording content, let me know. If you guys like streaming, let me know, because I'm in 2 minds right now. I don't know what kind of content you guys are liking, because to be fair, the YouTube algorithm isn't really making it easy for me to decide as well, with it not recommending a lot of the content. And by the way, I have noticed over the past couple of days, a lot of the content that has been produced by my fellow content creators here on the screen, I haven't been getting any notifications. All I've been seeing it is on my timeline. But before, I used to get notifications, behind the Dugouts has posted a video, Blue Clouds Media, whatever. But now, nothing. So, guys, make sure you have that bell notification button turned on. It might make a difference if you click it on and then click it back on again for those channels. I don't know if it helps. I don't know. But, yeah, the YouTube algorithm has been doing its dirty work recently. Anyway, so I just thought I'd say that. But getting back to Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, another red card. That's the 5th one in a row, I believe. The person who has to discipline the team was kind of, sitting on the in the stands, because he received a red card in the last game for over actively celebrating. But you really can't blame him for doing that. But yeah, 3 goals in the second half. Poor first half, but Maresca addressed it well. He made the right substitutions. He shuffled things around, and we ended up getting the 3 points. One thing that I want to discuss in a little bit of detail, and I want to get your thoughts and opinions on this, and I've seen some of your content, so I know some of you have already addressed this in your videos, but I want to discuss Mark Gui, because Mark Gui did make a difference when he came on. He didn't score, but having a striker, a proper striker, a proper 9 on the pitch, did seem to free up a little bit João Pedro. It did seem to give us a little bit more of a potent attacking dynamic that we didn't have before he came on. And I don't know if he is going to get more game time. Should he get more game time? What do you guys think in regards to the whole Mark Gui situation? And I'm going to open it to the panel. Whoever wants to jump in, please jump in. Should Mark Gui be given more game time? Is Mark Gui good enough to be starting for Chelsea? Take it away, lads.
Yes, I'll jump in because I'm a Gu fan. I'm a Moy Boy and a Gu fan. And Moy Boy, that's my new hashtag, Moy Boy. All Moises fans, I want to have shirts made if I can and everything. But absolutely, given, like you said, the importance of the position. And I think I brought this up in my video too. He's a very well-trained number 9. He came through La Masia in Barcelona. He has a school. He understands tactics really well. So when you have such great players that we have, agile players coming in from behind them, the 9 needs to do just a solid job. Maybe what you've seen Giroud do, or, in France, or even for us, if they're just towing the line, they're pinning down the center backs. In the goal for a Champong, you see him run across the center backs and 2 follow him, leaving the space. Those little things make a huge advantage for us when we have players like Esteban, like Joao Pedro sitting in behind. He's going to open that space and create that. And he knows how to do just that. And he's a pressing monster. We haven't seen him enough, maybe against higher opposition, but we did see him in the Conference League in pressing. Like, we know he can press, and we know he knows where to stand in the field. And I think that's really important when you can't have 5'10s running around and and 5 wingers, somebody has to do the other job. He knows when to do those runs, and he's doing it really well. So I'm really happy, and I think that means that he should be the starter in that position for now. Like I actually believe that's how we're going to get the best out of him, and actually the rest, he's doing a service for the rest of the team.
And he was recalled, so he was brought in for a reason, right?
Of course, and that's the added part. A little bit. A lot of people were offended by that too. That like all these games that went by without him playing after he was dragged back, it just felt like another added thing, like the trying to get Jackson off the plane. Sort of these things that a lot of us were upset about. And we saw this guy that's being pulled back, because I think those things matter. They really affect morale. Like if you don't manage that human side of management in people, and you start getting players upset, it's really risky. So I'm glad that he got a very deserved opportunity, and I felt he took it without a goal. I don't think that sometimes is the most important thing if you're enabling the rest of the team, even as a striker.
Yep, 100%, 100%. Anyone else wants to give me their take on the whole situation?
Yeah, man, I'll jump in. I think there's a couple of things with Mark Yu. I'll say that I think there's a lot to talk about, actually, so I'll save something for the rest of the guys as well. But I think one thing for me is, without Liam Delap available in the squad at the moment, he's the only forward we've got whose natural inclination isn't to drop deep. Because with João Pedro, he wants to drop deep, and that only works when Cole Palmer's behind him, because Cole Palmer's the only centre attacker we've got that likes to get that much forward. Tyreek George, he's just not a striker, is he? Do you know what I mean? I can barely believe he's gotten so much game time at the moment. So kind of piggybacking a bit off what Lewis said, but I think that he's the only guy we've got at the moment that occupies the striker spot, but with energy. Do you know what I mean? Because when we've seen you doing it, like, I remember talking about it a few times, man. It's just like Tyreek George, sorry, it feels like you're playing with a man down. You just don't see him do anything. And he when he plays on the wing, you see him, he's got a bit of fire in him. But when he's playing up top, it's just absolutely not there. Mark Hughes just got absolute mad, relentless pressing energy. And the other side of that is, with Cole Palmer being injured for 6 weeks, the next best player to take that position is João Pedro, without a doubt. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely without a doubt. I like Buonanotte. I think he's okay. I don't think, it's kind of well established at this point that Esteval is not just going to get a massive run of games. There's been opportunities, and it's, he's still being kind of protected and stuff. So Mark Yu getting a run in the team makes sense, not even just because he's the most striker option that we've got, but also because João Pedro is the next obvious best option to take up the number 10 while Cole Palmer's not available.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Lads, make sure you're smashing that like button. I forgot to plug that in. I can't believe I forgot to plug in, smash the like button. And I'm not sure if the hype feature works on streams. And if it does, do that as well, please. And I said please, so I've got to do it now because I said please, isn't it? No, but yeah, please make sure you're smashing the like button as you're coming into the stream. Help the stream be recommended to as many people as possible. And just say hello in the chat, because, I want to know who's actually watching. So if you're watching, let me know. I'm still waiting for some people to jump on, like, Courtney, Gabrielle. I actually want to talk to Gabrielle about the whole World Cup qualifier situation with Saudi Arabia, but, you've got to wait and see if he jumps on. But yeah, so one thing that I noticed is João Pedro seems to play better when he doesn't have the accountability to be scoring them goals. And he seems to score them goals when he's not being tasked with goal scoring. He's been tasked with creating, he seems to score. I mean, he scored goals while he was on the pitch with Delap. He scored goals while, with Cole Palmer when he was sitting further down, further back in the 10th position. So I think if we want to see the best out of João Pedro, we need to be playing Gui up front, and that is what I want to see happen more often. I want to see Gui being given more opportunities. I think he is still young. Lewis is spot on. This guy came from the Barcelona academy, so he's no mug. He knows where the goal is. He knows how to score goals. He's big, he's bulky, and he's also agile, which is a rare commodity to be that size and also to be to have that agility. So I think he needs to be given more time. And I think, with the current situation we're in, with Cole Palmer being out for a number of weeks, with Delap being unavailable, João Pedro, yes, he can play as a striker, but we would make better use of him if we had him in the 10, filling in for Cole Palmer, and Mark Gui up top filling in for Delap. That's how I see it. Do you guys think we should be in the market for a striker in January, or do you think focus on Gui and focus on Palmer, coming back and taking it into the next season? And the reason why I'm asking this is because it does seem like this season, this table is quite open. There is a lot of room. There is a lot of teams dropping points. We have seen Liverpool, who got off to a flyer, dropping points left, right, and centre. What is it? 3 back-to-back defeats now for Liverpool, or is it 4? Is it 3 or 4? I can't.
I think 4 now. I think 4 now. First at home in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost count of the amount of games that they're losing. So, and I don't want to take a dig at Liverpool, but the way they started the season, they were looking at everyone in the rearview mirror and thinking, hey, we got this. And all of a sudden, now they're looking at everyone, from the front mirror, from the windscreen, because everyone's starting to climb up ahead of them. And Man City, they were behind by so many points. Arsenal are up there, and Liverpool are starting to fall by the wayside. Transfer window, new striker. What's your thoughts on this?
This is what I would say. I'll jump in for a second.
Yeah.
In regards to bringing in a new striker, I would say no. We got to focus on developing Magui, because there's a reason why. I was thinking maybe they're waiting for the January transfer window and ship him off on the loan deal to probably the end of the season at Strasbourg, but it looks like that was not the thing. Giving him game time, it means that he's going to stay with us. Bringing him a striker will hinder or will be in the way of his development. He need game time. He need more game time. Delap is not there at the moment, and we saw his impact when we brought him on against Nottingham Forest. He ain't playing as a number 9, give different questions or give Chelsea different dimension on how we should play. You can see that a lot of defenders don't like playing with strikers like that, who are bulky, who have the pace to run behind them. They don't like that. So if you see Delap, João Pedro up there, if it's not there, defenders are okay. They're happy because he's dropping deep. Matt Gui is not that kind of a striker, that kind of a goal scorer. He wants to stay out there. He wants to bully. He wants to fight his way. He wants to press. So a lot of defenders will tell you they don't like those kind of strikers. So in that case, he gives us different options on how we can play. If we start with João Pedro, things are not going on in the second half. We know that we have someone that can change the dimension from the bench. So I believe that keeping him will be the better way for him to get better and develop to become a Premier League striker, instead of bringing in somebody else. In the summer, I would say, yeah, okay, we can do something in the summer, depending on how the rest of the season goes for him. And, with Enzo Maresca, I wasn't really, surprised how his second half was going to turn out to be. I know it was definitely going to be a different dimension, play different way in the second half. So, yeah, I would say, no, we don't need to bring in any other striker, but let's keep Magui and develop him.
All right, so two points there. Firstly, I wanted to address the Enzo Maresca tactical change. Some are calling it a tactical masterclass. Him sending notes to Reece James, and it's been passed across to the whole team. He got the message to the players. Obviously, he did something, but we seem to be having a poor first half quite often, and then we make things change. We change things around in the second half. They say the second half is the manager's half, the first half is the player's half. Do you think that this is something that Maresca could address possibly, and have us play better in the first half? Number one. Number two, in regards to the striker situation, I agree with you, but there's two elements here. Number one, Delap will probably return at the end of the season on the back of being out for a whole season. Therefore, we can't really expect a lot from him next season. So Mark Gui potentially could be given game time now, and he would be there or thereabouts next season with Delap supporting. Is that enough? Because I don't think Nico Jackson, even if Bayern Munich don't go ahead and purchase him, I don't think Nico Jackson will be back at Chelsea Football Club. I think even if Bayern Munich don't buy him, he will be offloaded to another team in the summer transfer window. So will Delap back from an injury and Gui potentially playing more games this season be enough for us next season?
I think. Thank you very much for the question. Let's take the Jackson. Nicholas Jackson's out of the books. He's not with Chelsea anymore. So whether he returns or he never returns, he's not going to play for Chelsea anymore. Considering how he manufacture his move away from Chelsea, so he's out of system. Imega will be coming in the summer, which add up to creates more competition in our striking role. So that place also skilled. So we're gonna have Emmanuel Emega, Delap, and also Magiu in the system. And whatever preseason we went and see who will be who will be the starting number 9 and who comes in the 10 role and whatever Enzo Maresca wants to. Also going back to the first half, first half game and second half game from Enzo Maresca, how he's been doing things. To me, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because there's so many games we've seen from Enzo Maresca that first half, because most of the time you can do your homework very well, but you don't know your position manager what he's going to come up with. So just like you said, maybe first half for the what do you call it, the players, and then the second half is for the manager. That shows how tactical, how brilliant your manager is. It's not one-way dimension. What we've seen from Ange Postecoglou, he doesn't change the system. It stay the same way from minute 1 till 90 minutes. With Enzo Maresca, he watches the first half very carefully. He changes the second half, and then boom, there's a goal. Most of the time, I'll give him 7 or 8 out of 10. That the changes that he makes, whether it's being late or it's being early, we always get the job done in the second half. If you have to play with 90 minutes, most of the time we play better. If the time, I don't like us playing good first half and having a bad second half. I even prefer we finish better in the second half. And if we don't start well in the first half, he changes things and play better in the second half. I've seen a lot of managers that play one dimension. We all ask, what's the plan B? What's the plan B? This shows Enzo Maresca has plan A to start with, and things doesn't go on, he has a plan B to back up. So with me, I'm okay with that.
Fair enough. It is good to have multiple different plans. To be fair, I have criticized Enzo Maresca a lot recently for his decision making, and I wasn't happy. I was saying I wasn't happy is probably an understatement. I was livid at some of the decisions that he made. I have to say I'm very pleased with the decisions he made in the last game. He did all right,
They almost gave away our plan.
Yeah. I'm just building up to have a little dig at you. So give me the minute. I'm building up. So so I'm going to have a little dig. So he addressed the issues, and he saw, for example, Garnacho. Garnacho wasn't doing very well, so he replaced him. That's my dig.
I'm happy he did. My boy will come good. He will come good.
So yeah. Garnacho, for me, Garnacho, fantastic player, but is he overhyped? Is he better than Gittins? Is he going to shine? And I'm not one to try to put a lot of pressure and put a lot of expectations on players who have just come into the club. I know that a lot of the fans do. A lot of the fans do, and when I said I'm having a dig, I'm being sarcastic. I'm joking. I think Garnacho is a fantastic player. I think even Gittins, even though he hasn't really performed well, I think he does have the potential to be a very, very good player. A lot of players, their first season is not always going to be their best season, and we have some legends at our club who had very, very bad starts to their career at Chelsea Football Club. The King himself didn't have a fantastic season at Chelsea when he first joined, but then things changed. So I think us putting pressure on these players from the beginning is a little bit of an unfortunate situation to be in, because a lot of especially the young fans, the more vocal fans, kind of attack players, and they have this 007 thing going on and 008 and whatever it is. But, I'm not one to feed into that narrative. So I'm joking in regards to
No. You're right. I mean, he needs to put up some performance for the fans to be happy about him. And also, I feel like he's lacking some confidence, because there's so many times that he can take this guy on, but he end up turning around and give the ball away to somebody else to do the job. He's hiding. He needs to get up and have that confidence that he had at Man United with those. He tried that, was it scissor kick or bicycle kick they call it? He tried something like that, but unfortunately, he didn't go the direction that he expected it to go. But I think he'll come good. Most of the players, I like the competition on that left-hand side. The player is not putting in the work, or it's not putting in the shift. You just bring him out and bring somebody on. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
All right. Kai has been quiet today. Hasn't said a word, man. What's just going on? What's going on?
I'm brewing, mate. I'm brewing.
Let's hear it, man. Let it rip, man. Let's hear it.
What should I attack first? I'll do the Garnacho one since it's the freshest one. Garnacho, come in overhyped? No, I think he came in underhyped. Nobody was expecting him to do anything. Let's be real. How many people were saying he's absolutely useless? Why are we going in for him? So he's not overhyped. And I'm not going to go down this road. He's had one bad game, because he came on for the Brentford game, got us 2-1 up. Yes, obviously we drew that in the end, but he came on, did an impact. Same with the Benfica game. He played really well against the Liverpool game. He's now had a bad 45 minutes. Am I going to sit here and go, he's absolutely useless? Of course not. Players are going to have bad games all the time. It's important for the manager to realise early enough that if they are playing bad, you have to change it. And that's what Maresca did, so that's props to it. Do I think that's the end of Garnacho now? We'll never see him on the left wing and he's lost his place to Gittins? No, I don't think so yet, because Gittins had a sample size already of a few games where he wasn't producing. So on Garnacho, yes, wasn't a great 45, but I reckon he'll start again against Ajax, and I think he'll be fine, and he'll probably show a bit better. I have to say, for the Forest game, it was probably a good game for him, though, because of how high their line was, and he likes to play in behind. It just wasn't used, and I think that was more down to the fact that we had Andre Santos, Lavia and Gusto in the midfield that couldn't really play those balls in behind. We lacked the creativity. I think if we started with a Mark Gue up front, with a João Pedro in the 10, he probably would have had a better game. Because we saw a massive change as soon as Gue came on. Even the likes of Gusto, who were pretty rubbish in the first half, played better in the second half because of the space that Mark Gue created with them. So on the Mark Gue thing, he's very similar to Nicholas Jackson. One of the things that Nicholas Jackson got praised on a lot was his work rate, his pressing, and how he, works for the team. His finishing is a different story. The better thing that we've got with Mark Gue is his position. Positionally, he is a striker, so positionally, he's a lot better than Jackson. I think their finishing is probably on par at the moment, though we haven't seen enough of Gue. We've seen more of Jackson to work. I do think Gue should be starting pretty much most games now, just on the basis that he will stretch teams and allow us some space in behind for the likes of João Pedro. I think João Pedro operates better up front when he has a Cole Palmer behind him, which lots of people in here have touched on already, because he needs that creative spark, someone he can link up with, someone that he can drop in. Cole Palmer can float into the striking position because he likes to get forward. He needs that sort of balance, and what we had against Forest was no balance. It was basically a defensive midfield with a striker and a couple of wingers on the side.
I'm just gonna interject there for a second, Kai. I think you're spot on in regards to João Pedro needing to have a Cole Palmer behind him. Cole Palmer is a very attacking minded individual. When you are a striker and you have that behind you, it allows you to drop back, give him the space to go forward, and you can interchange. I think João Pedro plays a lot better when he has that option. And right now, because he doesn't have the option, having an attacker ahead of him, it gives him that option. So with Margui being up there, he gets the option, or have someone who is with the attacking mindset, like a Cole Palmer and maybe even an Esteval. Just before I go back to you, Kai, Courtney, this is a problem that we are all facing at the moment. Notifications for some reason aren't going out, and thus, we've already got 16 people currently on the stream. People are literally seeing the stream on their timeline, and they're jumping on. So please, if you're watching and you haven't hit the like button yet, smash that like button, because people are not going to know that we are live until you guys do, because the algorithm works that way. So big up to you, Courtney, and thank you for jumping on. Sorry, Kai. I know I probably destroyed your chain of thought there, but
That's all right.
it had to be.
In terms of going for a striker in January, I think there's other positions that need sorting first. Like strikers, we've got Omega coming in the summer. Of course, we don't know what they're going to do. That's fair enough. We've barely seen anything of the lap yet, but there are more important positions that we need to sort out first. If we're going to go from an attacking sense, I think we need a 10 to cope when we don't have Cole Palmer, so we can keep the links of the three strikers. Because if we're going to play João Pedro as a 10 only, we're going to go back to two strikers. And I think for a club like Chelsea, the competitions that we are in, we need to have three as a minimum. Because, if Gu gets injured or João Pedro gets injured, we're going to be back to one again. So I think three is important looking into next season. I don't think a striker is necessary unless... because I've seen floating around that Harry Kane is available for like 50-something million. That would be the only one. Because other than that, there's not really anyone else out there that hasn't made a move yet. Like, in terms of like the top names, because of course that's what everybody's going to want. They're going to want the top names. You've got a few like, was it Ramos from PSG?
They can keep Nico Jackson and just send Harry the other way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that would be the only one, because no, I don't think anyone here would go, no, we don't want Harry Kane. I'm sorry. Not you. Put your hand down, Steak. You put your hand down. But in terms of like the striking thing, I think I'd rather focus on defenders, because I think the defence, centre-back wise, needs a massive reshuffle in the summer. I think we're sort of waiting for these injury players to come back and hoping the likes of Fofana. We saw Badiashile have a great game against Liverpool, and now he's out to December again. I think it's time to cut our losses with these injury players and move on and bring in some other people in the summer. I think that will be the area, and the goalkeeper. Obviously, the Penders thing's looking like it's going to be the way that the club's going to go. If it's not, and they're going to look at bringing in someone, that would be a key area before the striking position. And I'll let Sadiq go now.
Take it away, Sadiq. Take it away.
Hi. You remind me of Minerals FC. It was going on and on. I'll touch upon the same points as you. I think Garnacho wasn't actually that bad. I just think he wasn't picked up majority of the times. The team were disjointed. Everyone just was off par. Couldn't pull out someone except maybe Gusto. Of course, Gusto really frustrated me in that first half with some of the choices he made. But what I do want to talk about is Maresca. For me, I am not expecting the best performances throughout the season anymore. For me, it's more of just getting the results in this season. I think the Liverpool celebration when he got involved told me that he's kind of got over the transfer window in the summer where, maybe didn't go his way. We didn't sign certain players that he wanted. We had poor results. I think we only beat Lincoln in September or something similar, basically. And we've kind of got over that now. And now it's more of a momentum build where you're talking about other teams struggling. We're seeing Liverpool fans talking about slot out. You know how crazy that is? They've won the league and stuff. They've got great players. And they're talking like that. Even though most of them are trolls, like you say about kids and 007 and stuff, this is what we are dealing with in today's, social media. So I think, yeah, Maresca, we saw perfect from the subs. He saw the changes, Knee touch upon, and Mo, of course, players in the first half, managers in the second half. For me, it's about getting those moments in now. And I think what we saw under Conte in 2016 when we won the league as well is we started off badly, but we went on a run by winning certain games. We weren't perfect in those games at the start, and it just kept building, building, building. So I think what Maresca has here is he's got different plans. João Pedro might not work every single time up front, but we've got Mark Gui, and finally we are starting to use him a bit more, which is what I want to see personally. So, like Nee said, plan A, plan B, let's change it. I'm not saying we're going to win the league. I'm not saying we're going to compete for the league, but I just know we will be picking up certain points throughout the season, even without Cole Palmer, who's out for another, 6 weeks. We've got Arsenal, Barcelona at the end of November, which is going to be a tough time. But I think the next 4 or 5 fixtures, if you can get the wins in, even if it's a 1-0, even if it's a lucky win, it's just momentum, right, guys? It will just carry on. So signings as well in the transfer window, I don't think is needed. I think the club are probably focusing on a lot more bigger issues outside of spending, with this FFP and all this stuff as well, unless we're selling players at the same time. One key one for me is Fofana. Was he injured or was he just left out? I think that's one to keep an eye out for sure. Fofana, that's definitely one. But I think, yeah, Maresca, after seeing that Liverpool celebration, I don't know, something changed for me from that night, personally. I think, we need to get behind. I'm not saying we're going to do amazing, but at least top 4, at least. That's what I'm expecting. Arsenal, might look perfect defensively, great squad, great, directors come in, 3 goals conceded, but they've scored more corners, goals basically from open play, from what I understand as well. It's their luck's gonna run out eventually. They've got some good fixtures coming up. They might drop soon. Chelsea might start that, in November, for example. So nothing is ever decided anytime soon. Even Liverpool, that's their first loss in 400 days in the Premier League. People going on like they've lost so many games in the Premier League, but it's in all competitions. So things can change very easily. This is why we love the Premier League.
100%. I think this season is going to be an interesting one, and I think Enzo Maresca could potentially surprise people, or could potentially prove some people right, some people won't. And I personally believe that some managers who do demand and command a lot of respect because of certain achievements may not deserve that, and some managers who are being talked down upon also do not deserve that. But I think this season will show, or will give us some surprising results towards the end of the season. I am so pleased to see so many teams, within a couple of points of each other in the top half of the table, because that means it's going to be competitive, and it's going to be a very competitive season all the way to the end. Guys, I have put in a goal. I've not done it before, so it's the first time I've actually tried this goal. I've said that if I get 1 super chat, then I'll give 5 memberships. So let's see if you guys do it. I put a 30-minute timer. I've actually said £5 super chat, but it is what it is. So if you guys want that membership to be given out, 5 memberships given out, you know what to do. Who hasn't given me their 2 cents yet? I've kind of lost track. Matt, did you?
Well, I had a little bit about Mark Gue.
Go on. If you wanna...
That's kind of what I'd already said before.
All right.
Just to kind of come back off the where we are. This, where we're heading is exactly where I thought we were going to be at the start of the season. So it's like I guess I'm quite fortunate in that respect because I haven't been dragged all over the place. This is just, for me, this is kind of par for the course. This is kind of where I expected us to be. I think the next few games are going to be really interesting because we're level on points with Sunderland and Tottenham at the moment, and there are 2 next Premier League fixtures.
Yeah,
So
Sunderland's next. Yeah.
it is going to be really, really, really interesting. As far as the Liverpool stuff goes, I kind of called this at the start of the season.
I'm coming. I'm gonna have a whole segment
Yeah,
in regards to
okay,
Liverpool.
sweet.
So we're actually gonna discuss that in just a second.
Yeah, cool.
In regards to the upcoming fixtures, we addressed this on the last stream, and I think I asked Kai, and he said that next four games, how many points do you expect? And Kai turned around and said 12. Now, based on the first fixture, we've got the 3 points. Sunderland, another 3 points potentially. Is Chelsea going to have a good run of form? Because, let's be honest, up until the last 2 defeats that we had, we weren't really complaining. We had, was it two wins, 2 draws, and then 2 defeats. Am I missing one game? That's 6, right? 2 wins. Yeah, that's 6, and this victory. So I'm missing one. But we were on a good, run of form up until those 2 defeats, and those 2 defeats were a little bit problematic because of certain refereeing decisions and certain things that didn't really go to plan. These 2 back-to-back wins is setting us up for a good run, especially with the games we have coming up. Is Chelsea going to be title contenders? Is Chelsea going to be challenging? I predicted that Chelsea would be challenging at the start of the season, based on what we did in the Carabao Cup, based on on the way we ended the last season. I thought we were. Then we had those 2 defeats, and shit hit the fan. Let's just have it right. Shit hit the fan. Have we changed our perspective right now? Have we? Are we thinking that we're still in with a chance, especially? And you guys can can banter if you want to, especially with what Liverpool are going through right now. And Liverpool are really in trouble, in serious trouble right now. These results, especially against Manchester United, doesn't bode well for the team, for the players that they've bought, because Liverpool did spend a ton. This wasn't a transfer window that yes, it goes under the radar for Liverpool because Liverpool, no one talks about Liverpool, no one talks about how much they're spending. Everyone's got their eye on Chelsea, but Liverpool spent a lot of money in this transfer window, and for them to be in this position, for their strikers not to be performing to the level. I know a lot of people are, taking out on Mohamed Salah and saying Mohamed Salah is not really that good and he's not really doing da. Mohamed Salah, he has given you, many, many years, and he has given you many, many moments of joy, titles, trophies. Mohamed Salah is no longer, the player that he was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Players get older, they get slower. It's just the way, the way things go. Is he to blame, or is the new players to blame? Is the slot machine to blame? I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's too early. It's too early. I think
it's almost 10 games into the season.
Salik has it too early.
You've got to get through Christmas, I think. I think Christmas is... Because Christmas was a turning point for us last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, because look at United, bro. Everyone was saying United are finished. They done well against Arsenal, somehow lost that game. They beat Chelsea, they beat Liverpool, and they're like 1 point behind us. I mean, Liverpool have only lost at home in the Premier League after 400 days, guys. I mean, I know they've lost across all competitions, but this is just how it is at the start. I mean, Salah, leave the football before the football leaves you. He's played amazing for Liverpool. He's given everything. He's been a top scorer and everything. But Liverpool weren't that bad today, honestly. Gakpo missed sitters after sitters after sitters. This guy missed 4 or 5 chances. Bro. It wasn't like Liverpool got destroyed. It was not like that, guys. It was just one of those games where they just didn't take their chances.
They lost. They lost. History will record Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mate, the thing is, with Salah, you can't spend 500 million on your squad and then blame Salah for not doing well. Do you know what I mean? That's
Exactly.
outrageous. And the other truth of the fact is, like, this is literally the reason I said at the start of the season, I think Liverpool are going to drop off. And that isn't a slight. That is almost completely expected. It is so rare that a completely overhauled squad wins the league. Do you know what I mean? Squads win the league when they've built something and they make a tweak here or they make a tweak there. Like us, you know, when Jose Mourinho's second season, when he came back the second time, we added Fabregas in and Nemanja Matic, and that unlocked the rest of the team. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that, man. So it is just so unreasonable to expect Liverpool to spend 500 mil. Money doesn't equal instant success. That's just almost never happened. Sometimes it's happened, but it's almost like the exception that proves the rule. So I think the thing is, Liverpool need to use this season to find the moment that their new squad clicks, and they need to figure out how they go forward without Mo Salah. But once they click with all of these players, like if they can get Wirtz in and figure out how to get Isak and Ekitike into the same squad and stuff, like they could be really, really scary in the future, man. But it's just crazy they've lost loads of really important players that have gotten through a lot of their success in the last few seasons, and they've spent a huge amount of money. There's some new egos, new tactics, kind of still a new manager as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like to expect Liverpool to just come and walk it again this season was silly anyway.
The only thing I'd say on that one, Matt, is yes, they spent a lot of money, but today their squad was filled with most of the players from last season, bar a couple. Yeah, and Isak up front. Right?
Yep.
Gakpo, their last season. Salah last season. Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberch, all their last season. Kirkes, new player. Backline, same backline as last season. And goalkeeper, but that's only because of an injury, not because he's replaced Alisson. So in terms of...
That is just today, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not talking about them just losing today. We're talking about their drop in form in general, isn't it? Which you can attribute today's loss, to the fact that something's obviously gone wrong with all the players I had from last season. But in general, they're on. If they would have won their last 3 games, would they have lost today? A different story, isn't it? But obviously they've lost 3 games before today. That's why it's a bit more of a. Because what Sadiq said there about, they had loads of obviously chances. I had someone comment on one of my video about that, a Liverpool fan, saying, we've had, we peppered them, we did that. At the end of the day, they did lose the game. And if you don't take your chances, you don't take chances. The problem is they've done it for 4 games now. So they're going to start, that's going to play in your mind straight away. As soon as you get into the game, if you go 1-0 down, we were talking about it when we were going through a bad time. If these things happen again in the game, same situation, if Gakpo misses 2 chances in the next game, 2 sitters, is that going to then ruin him again? Like, he didn't score today. And that is the problem I think Liverpool are having at the moment, is that it's becoming consecutive now. Mm-hmm. So if it continues to go, like if they lose against Atletico Madrid during the week, there's a very good chance that they'll lose on the weekend because it's now continued. Obviously, it takes... Yeah, go on, Sadiq.
No, I'm saying that I think they got Brentford away as well on the weekend.
Yeah, so that I think is the only thing with Liverpool. Now, there is going to be a turning point. There's going to be a game that it's going to just switch. And every team is going to go through a blip. Every team. Hopefully, we've had ours now.
Yeah.
And
I need Arsenal. I need Arsenal to go through it.
Arsenal will be the next one. But I feel like theirs is going to come around Christmas because of how many games are going to be together. Yeah. But, yeah, every team's going to go through it. The only team...
Sorry, Kai, just 1 second. So Liverpool's next 4 fixtures
they got a hard one.
So they got Frankfurt in the Champions League on Wednesday. Then they've got Brentford on Saturday. They've got an FA Cup game with Crystal Palace, Aston Villa in the league, and then Real Madrid. Then Man City on the 9th of November.
That's crazy.
And then after that, it's international break. So to the international break, they've got Brentford, Aston Villa, and Man City.
There's another international break.
Yeah, there is.
We've had 2 already, though.
Yeah. This is the 3rd one.
Wait, there's 3. Is this new?
Yeah, no. This year because the 2 international break system kicks in next year.
No, but it's always been 2. No, it's been September, October.
No, we got one in November. So last game, 100%. So Liverpool play on the 9th of November, and then the next game is on the 22nd of November, unless against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, so if they start dropping some more points, this is going to be a tough run. And the team, Matt will like this one. The team that is annoying me the most, and it's not Arsenal, it's the fact that nobody is really talking about them is City.
Yeah, of course, man.
They're just
100%.
going under the radar, and they've got that absolute monster who's just banging in goals left, right, and centre. And it is crazy. Like, I don't see nothing about them, nothing.
No.
And they're slowly just creeping up the table.
They're taking advantage of that, man, because no one's talking about him. Like they did that through the window as well, through their squad, their rebuild. It's all been really quiet about City, and they are using that to their advantage. And they are. Erling Haaland's scored like 18 goals already this season. Do you know what I mean?
You just can't stop scoring.
Literally ridiculous. Yeah, man. No, City. That's what I said at the start of the season. I thought Liverpool would drop off. I think City are going to do it this season, and I'm still backing that, if I'm honest.
As long as Arsenal don't win.
Yeah. Arsenal. That's the only thing that's a bit conflicted about today is, yes, Man United won, great, Liverpool dropped points, we're getting closer, but now Arsenal have a bigger gap from the top, which is slightly
annoying. It'll just be even sweeter when they lose it.
Yeah, true.
All right, so
go on your question on. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I want to go to the Champions League, but if you got something on this, go ahead.
You asked a question. You asked a very, very important question whether we can challenge for the Premier League
title. Yeah,
Premier League title. And I was like, look, I don't want to get into it. Like I got carried away last season, and I fall into that trap. So this time, no. Look, if Chelsea are able to have a consistent 11 and consistent performance, where we don't go on a run for like 4 games, we beat people, then we fall over the cliff again. If Chelsea are able to beat the likes of Arsenal in one game, then I can say we are ready for that challenge. But looking at the defense that we have now, there's no chance because these London rivals are not conceding goals. If they score one, that's the end because they are well drilled in that defensive area. If they can score, if what's his name, this guy from the striker, if he's not scoring, at least they have a Gabriel over there who nick one goal in, and that's the end of the game. So with Arsenal, that is their weapon that they have right now. Can Chelsea do it? I don't think so. It's going to be very difficult. I mean, top 3 is our max. I don't think we can challenge for the trophy. It's going to be very difficult.
Do you know what, Nee? I think Chelsea is one of those clubs that always surprise people. We always do that. What you've stated, I agree with 100%. But things don't always work out in that logical manner when it comes to Chelsea. Logically, where the form that and again, people are going to say, they're always talking about this, but it's a fact. Logically, with the way things were going, with the form Paris Saint-Germain were in, with the achievement that they had that season, playing Chelsea in the Club World Cup final, no one gave Chelsea a chance in hell. But Chelsea, they surprised everyone, and we do that. It's a Chelsea thing. Spot on. It's a Chelsea thing. We do thing. They say we see things no one else can see. There's a reason, because we're Chelsea. Chelsea do that, and I've actually, I don't know if you guys remember this movie. It was like back, I think it's an old school movie, Big Trouble in Little China. You guys seen it?
Yep.
Big Trouble in
Little China. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a potion, like a medicine that they drink, and it makes them like really. Explode? No, not that one. The other one, where it gives them power, and then I watched it the other day, and that line was there. If you drink this, you'll see things that nobody else will see. And I'm like, yeah, Chelsea drink that all the time, man, because we see things that no one else is going to see. We have literally done it all. We have done it all. There is not a trophy in club football that of any value that Chelsea haven't won. Okay, I mean, there's trophies that you can win, like the paint something trophy, in the non-league one. No, we're not talking about those. We're talking about top tier trophies. We've done it all. So, can we win the Premier League? Hell yes. Are we going to win the Premier League? Let's just wait and see. Literally, let's just wait and see. No one gave Antonio Conte a chance in hell. when he rolled up to the bridge and he did it, and then he won the FA Cup, and they still sacked him because they just didn't like the man, not because he was bad. It's just they didn't see eye to eye.
But Mo, we had Zabacosta, we had Victor Moses, we had the special players.
We did a comparison the other night. And we had some special players, but really and truly, were they special players at the time? Right now, when you look back at them, I'm not talking about Victor Moses and Zabacosta. I'm talking about the other, the other.
I think everyone apart from the wing backs was pretty top notch, to be honest.
In hindsight, now we're looking at them because of what they achieved. They won the Premier League.
Yeah.
They won the FA Cup.
Then.
Yeah,
Pedro, William were getting hate.
At the time, you'd mention those players, and everybody would want to change it with someone else. Well, some, not all of them. But I want to move and talk about the Champions League. So we are playing Ajax on Wednesday. I said Tuesday the other day. No, it's Wednesday. And Ajax have lost every single. Well, let me have a look. Let me count.
Are they still third?
They are currently.
They were third before the weekend.
I'm just double checking. They are fourth now. Yeah. They are not doing so great fixtures wise. So they have lost. They lost the game yesterday 2-0 to AZ Alkmaar. They've lost to Sparta Rotterdam. Oh, they drew with Sparta Rotterdam. They lost to Marseille 4-0. The only game they've actually won in the past 5 games was to NAC, and they won 2-1 because NAC got a red card. So they are not doing so great form-wise.
You know what that means, right? You don't know what that means.
Charity FC is going to roll up. Yeah, but it's a home fixture, so I'm expecting a win. The thing is, with this new format of the Champions League, I'm not really so sure on how this, how this is calculated. Because right now, if we look at the table, Chelsea are sitting in 18th place.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, Ajax is
only played
2 games.
Well, we've only won one of our 2 games, haven't we?
Yeah, Ajax is second from bottom.
Yeah, they're out. It's basically top 8 automatic qualified, and then from like 8th to 16, they play at home against 16 to 24 or something.
24,
like that.
24, yeah. 24.
So they'll play home against away and stuff like that. So we kind of need top 8.
Do you know Liverpool are only one place on top ahead of us? So Liverpool are sitting in 17th place purely on goal difference.
Yeah, we don't want that playoff, man. That's an extra game we don't need. So
100%. Bayern Munich top, then Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter Milan, Arsenal, Karabag.
What?
Karabag are in 6th.
We're playing them. We're playing them.
We're playing Karabag. Karabag are in 6th. Wow.
Where are
Really?
Paphos? Paphos are new to the Champions League this year.
Paphos are. Let's have a look.
Paphos ahead of us.
Is it?
I can't. No. Paphos are in 32nd place. They've drawn one and lost one. They've got 1 point. So we're playing Paphos.
No way.
Benfica are 33rd.
Benfica's done. Benfica's done. Thank you, Jose.
So we're sandwiched between Liverpool and Napoli, and we're playing Napoli.
What,
So Napoli are
Napoli?
just
2012.
That'll be a tough game. So lads, do you guys think we have got a good chance to get into the next round?
Yeah, we do.
Considering the games we've got and considering the players, injuries.
I'm always just competitions.
Do you guys think we're making too much out of these injuries?
Yes.
Do you think it is really? Are they really? how shall I put this? I mean, if we look at the players who are currently out, their impact on the actual first squad, is it that great? I mean, yes, Cole Palmer, massive loss. Levi Colwell, massive loss. And Delap, massive loss. We've got other injuries, but is it, having three players out, three top players out, is it really that much of a scary situation to be in? I don't know.
Isn't
What do
it
you guys
as
think?
much about rest for the top players though? Because Dario Asugo was going to be the Moises Caicedo backup. Because Dario Asugo got injured in international duty, Moises Caicedo is playing almost every minute of every game. And that, is it not that across the board? Like with the centre back situation as well. Like it's not necessarily about the players that are getting injured being first team quality, but it does mean that in the games like the Lincolns or whatever it might be, do you know what I mean? The games where we could afford to give people a bit more rotation and a bit more break, those opportunities aren't presenting themselves. João Pedro has played every game, but apart from like one or whatever, do you know what I mean? And he's absolutely knackered. So I see what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, no, a lot of these players that are injured.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm just putting it out there because and I know what people are saying it. People are talking about it.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, the points that I'm putting across, they're not necessarily my opinion.
Yeah.
But it is points that are being made at the moment by different fans, different social media accounts. So I'm putting them out there to be discussed and to be addressed.
I think it's as much about rest and rotation being an issue and putting more pressure on our first teamers to have to be there and deliver all the time in order to get results. And I think that's, like for instance, Caicedo has been on the brink of not being able to play for months now. Do you know what I mean? Like he missed a week of training before the Fulham game, and that was like a month ago or whatever, wasn't it? So Caicedo has been dipping in and out of, is he okay? Is he not, like just getting his toe over the line for all of these games and stuff? And obviously, even for the who did we just play? It's just gone out of my brain.
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, even for the Nottingham Forest game, do you know what I mean? It's like he had to come in and bail us out because we didn't have someone good enough. Like Lavia's not a lone six. Do you know what I mean? And Caicedo again had to come and bail us out, where ultimately would have been better to rest for that game.
What do you think of Lavia's performance? I mean, he's been away for quite some time, and he got a lot of minutes in that game. What do you think of his performance?
Lacking fitness, it's gonna take time.
Yeah, exactly that. I think as well, like Lavia is not Moises Caicedo.
I think it's better you don't talk about him because immediately we talk about him, he'll be good for 3 months again. Just leave it as it is, man. Don't talk about Lavia.
Yes,
I think Lavia looks absolutely at his best next to Moises Caicedo, but I think he is not Moises Caicedo that can just really comfortably hold that lone six spot on his own for a whole game.
Yeah. Where did we see that partnership? Was it the start of the season?
Last season, mostly.
Last season, I think there was the Liverpool game last season that really highlighted it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's the first time we tried it. But yeah, he needs someone that's going to do the running for him, and Lavia can. Because what Lavia is really good at, he's really good on the ball. He's really good at breaking out of the press. But it's having to cover all the distances, which again is fitness and sharpness, which he's definitely not going to have yet, is he? No. He's only just come back.
Guys, there is another 007 going under the radar. He's going under the radar. No one is talking about him. It's a player. You guys should know him by now. Everyone knows him. Nope. Everyone knows about Gyökeres. Another 007 going on the radar right now.
Seska.
Nope. Come
Mason
on, Mo.
Mount.
Come on. Who's coming with that name? Not Mason Mount.
Isak.
Not Isak.
Cunha.
No, Cunha.
Burma.
Come on, guys.
Burma scored.
Player.
Mamouche.
Not Mamouche. No, you guys should know him. A lot of you wanted him.
Madrid.
Xavi Simons.
Oh, Simmons. I was about to say.
Oh, Simmons.
He had a game today again, didn't he? I swear he's got an assist though.
Yeah, he got an assist.
He did. In his first game. In his debut, he got an assist.
He got an assist?
Yeah. He saved.
He's been poor, man. He's been poor.
You know who's signing as well? Mason Mount.
Mason
I,
Mount.
Mason who?
Mason who?
Don't say that name around here.
Guys,
We don't
he
talk
was
about
part of the
snakes on
Champions
this
League.
channel.
He was part of the Champions League winning squad, guys. We gotta respect them.
Money Mace.
listen. I got to say this. Mason Mount, fantastic player.
Minerals.
When he was at Chelsea. Fantastic player. But I think there was a lot of politics involved in his departure from the club, and yeah, a lot of politics and some funny coloured envelopes.
Minerals FC, guys.
Yeah. So listen. Thank you for your service, Mason. You did a fantastic job when you were here. You're part of the team that lifted the trophy. But he's no longer a Chelsea player. He's no longer a Chelsea player, and that's the end of it. Kai Havertz the same. He scored that goal. So, but then Kai Havertz has to score against us and celebrates, and destroys his legacy. And it is what it is. We move on. I want to. Now, there was something I wanted to say. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I put a goal for the stream, and that goal wasn't met. We have got 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. But you know what I'm going to do? I am literally going to disable that goal. I'm going to remove the goal. And I am going to gift 5 memberships to the people who are currently in the chat, because you guys are the legends and you deserve it. Super chat would have been nice, but it is what it is.
How does that work? Can you do that as a holder, or do you have to do it as a fan? Like as a
No,
comment?
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it in the chat, and whoever claims it claims it. So I'm going to just stick 5 memberships in the chat, and I'm going to do it in 3, 2. You guys get ready. Get ready to click. Do you know what? Yeah, let's do the drum roll. Hold on. Let's do the drum roll. All right. Let's do this. Here we go. 5 memberships. You guys.
I'm praying for knee.
Huh?
I hope knee gets.
Hey,
Nico
look
the
at
last one,
JC,
didn't he?
man. JC's undercover, man. He's been in the chat. He's been watching. Doesn't comment. Oh, we've got Minimals in the house. Hey, Minimals.
No way.
Oh my legend.
How did you get one? Cricket.
Yeah, it's there.
It's automatic. It's automatic. That's what I like about it. It's automatic. I thought
Oh, we got a Spurs fan who got one.
Oh,
We got
they need some happiness. They lost today, didn't they?
this is a good way of finding out who's watching the streams.
Yeah.
Look,
No,
Minerals.
no.
Is that the real Minerals?
Johnny, big up to you, my brother. Hey, listen, mate, jump on. If you want to jump on, link, I'll send you the link and jump on. We'd love to get your
Let's have it right.
thoughts and opinions. Yes, have it right. Big up to Minerals. Passionate content creator.
Bro, I got to head out, bro. I got work tomorrow.
You gotta go. All right, yep. I will be wrapping up in about 10 minutes, but yeah, guys, Worldwide Chelsea. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. Active on all social media platforms. Go show some love. Formula One, Formula One content. Go show some love, guys. Go
Matt,
show some.
what game will you do?
Nerd stuff, man. Bare nerd stuff.
Yeah. No.
Mine's hit you up.
Yeah, check it out, man, check it out.
I went on there. It's what was it? VJ VG Vault video games. Go check it out. Gaming channel.
Cool. I'll catch you guys
Yeah.
soon. We got everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
Nice
Take
one,
care,
Sadiq.
Sadiq.
Take
Take care.
See you later,
Bye-bye.
bro.
All right. So, where are we? So we will have a stream. I'm thinking Wednesday night. Not gonna do it. Do you know what? I'm in 2 minds about streaming content for the Champions League at this stage. I'm thinking once we get into look at Kai, look at Kai with his Steve. Like, let me check these out. Oh, Cole Palmer's in the house as well. Yeah, big up. Hey, listen, I've got like some specific emojis for you guys to play about with for all those who have just joined the membership. The Spurs fan might like the Cole Palmer one, just saying, might want to use that. But yeah, so I'm thinking content when we get into the next round for Champions League. In the chat, guys, let me know what you think. Should we be getting content for the Champions League now, or do you want to see it when it gets to the crucial bit? And in the chat, let me know. But I'm thinking to do a stream before the Sunderland game. I did say I was going to do one before the Nottingham Forest game, but I had a lot of things that I needed to do that day, and I wasn't able to do it. But we will be hopefully doing a stream the day before the match, and then we'll do the Sunday night stream. So potentially 2 live streams coming up in the week ahead. But check out these guys; they have content on a regular basis. I know Kai and Matt are dabbling in live streams at the moment. They have tried a couple, so make sure you have the bell notification button turned on for them. I think Blue Clouds Media is also going to be returning with content. Need to tell us a little bit more about your content and what people can expect in the next couple of weeks.
I'm not so sure. I don't know what to say. But yeah, if you see me on your feed, just click on it. That's what I'm going to say right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Make sure you have that bell notification button turned on, because it looks like there's going to be some sporadic content coming on Blue Clouds Media. So make sure you guys have that bell notification turned on. Lewis, what can people expect from your channel in the next days?
To always hear the correct opinions is the main thing that you will find in my channel.
Wait, I got to stop you. Correct opinions. Correct. So what's that? What are you trying to say there, man? What are you trying to say? Correct opinions.
No, I'm messing with you, man. I like that we disagree on a bunch of stuff. Actually, I want to keep talking. But no, I'm going to do as much lives as I possibly can, and I committed to do all of them. So much so that the upcoming match I can't make, but we're working something out with the Stamford Sync collab. Well, wherever I can't be, I'm bringing in the rock star Matt from Stamford Sync to cover for me and my channel, both co-branded as well. So if you come to my channel, it'll be the Stamford Sync, just filling in for me. And then obviously at least one to 2 videos a week on the content. I'm not. I wish I could do every single day, but that's proving to be a little bit difficult for me. And but yeah, at least you're gonna have 2 videos, and certainly I'm hoping every single Chelsea match with a reaction afterwards. So the lives, which are really fun, I think is one of the most fun things that we can do as creators. So please, everybody, invite you to join and hear the right opinions during the match that I'll correct during the week later when I realize that I was wrong.
Guys, in the chat, I want to ask you a specific question. There's 12 of you here, and the 12 of you that are currently watching are the OGs, all right? Because if you're still in the stream right now, you are an OG, and your opinion really matters. I am thinking about changing the stream from Sunday night to Saturday night. And the reason why I'm thinking to do that is purely for the fact that I got work on Monday morning. And a lot of people watching the streams, a lot of people who partake in the streams also have work the following day. So I'm thinking if we were to do it on a Saturday night, we might be able to do it for that little bit longer. And potentially, we do play Sundays, but most of the games are going to be on a Saturday. We can give it a match reaction on the night itself. So in the comments, I'd like to know if you guys prefer Sunday nights or Saturday nights. So in the comments, just type in Sunday or Saturday to let me know what your preference is, because end of the day, I'm streaming for you guys. So if it's a Sunday or a Saturday, let me know in the comments, just so that I get a better idea of your preferences. Like I said, it might be easier for me and for the guys to do it on a Saturday. But again, this is determined by what you guys are saying time to autopilot mode. What? RC autopilot. Sunday nights. Okay. So we got one for Sunday. Jackie is good with either. Fantastic. Everyone, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. It makes a massive difference for me to know when is your preference. So Courtney says Sunday is good for me. Saturday night is my church time. Okay. Ed Harmon, Saturday,
Gonna get like a
evening of the
50-50
games.
split, aren't we?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's gonna be a close one.
Could alternate.
How about we do it this way? We keep it on a Sunday night, but if we play it on a Saturday, we'll do it on the Saturday night rather than the Sunday night. So, so basically, whatever day we'll play, match night, perfect, exactly, Jackie. So, no, Mondays I can't do Mondays. So if we're playing on a Monday, it'll probably be on Sunday. We'll do a match preview or something. I'll make the time though. Let's see. Yeah, guys. I think I'm leaning towards match night. Is our next match on a Saturday or a Sunday? Let me just double check. I think Saturday next match.
It's probably a 3 o'clock kickoff in at Sunderland.
Sunderland. It is a 3 o'clock kickoff and it is on a Saturday. So, all right. Next stream is going to be on a Saturday night. I would have to post something to let people know that we are changing it. So there'll be some plugs coming in my content over the next couple of days. And lads, please on your content, just make sure you mention it that it is going to be a match night stream on the Blue Lounge moving forward. Evening of the game, yeah, I agree, RC. I agree. Brilliant, perfect. All right. Any final thoughts before we end the stream tonight? Anyone wants to mention something, or have I overlooked something? Let me know.
I think you've
you all
been comprehensive tonight, good sir.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, we're good, I think.
Yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed in one thing though. I gotta say. I don't think we even hit 20. You know, I think we're shy of 20. 17. You are watching the stream. You are not interacting, and I know we got some some people in the stream who haven't really been interacting, but at least you're watching. So thank you to all those who have been watching, and thank you to the 17 of you who have hit that like button. I very much appreciate it.
Big up.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to highlight that comment because I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Today, I agree with you. Well done. And thank you for subscribing, because if you didn't subscribe, you could not put that comment. So thank you for subscribing. Big up. I hope those who got membership did like it. Courtney, why are you not getting the memberships?
It's not quick enough on the draw.
They're auto, aren't they?
Do you know what? There's 12 people still here. Should I do it again? Should I give 5 more?
Yeah, why not, man?
Should I give 5 more? Or shall we ask for 3 more likes before we give 5 more memberships? That's fair. That's fair, isn't it? Yeah? We want 70 likes. If we hit 20 likes in the next 5 minutes, next 5 minutes, I will be giving out 5 more gifted memberships. That's fair. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to make people wait. You know what? If you, if you're still watching the stream, you deserve it. So I'm going to give it. Courtney, get on that button, man. Get on that button. As soon as the drums stop, the gifts will be given out. false alarm. I just wanted to test the drums. All right, I'm doing it now.
I was looking at the chat like, who's going to kill it?
No, I'm doing it now. All right, here we go. There you go. 5 more memberships in the chat. Who's taking them? Who's taking them? Who's taking them? Who's taking them? Who's taking them?
Oh, Arsenal fan.
Do you know what? We've got a Spurs fan and Arsenal fan. Just 2, so there's still some more. Jackie grabbed one. Victor grabbed one. Is there one more? That's it. That's all the 5. That's all the 5. That's all the 5.
Oh, mate, Courtney missed out again.
Courtney, man.
I think they're automatic though. I don't think you can click on it because I didn't click. It just gave it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you have to have it enabled. I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, in the past I have clicked and I have taken one. No Garnacho is a flop. Huh? What?
Someone asked if they thought Garnacho was a flop.
It's not a flop.
We thought Garnacho was a flop.
I forgot to put it.
Oh.
Yeah. Got to put it not over there, and I just sent it.
Played like 4 games, man. Do you know what I mean?
I think he sucks. I'll put that on the record. I'll be the contrarian. I think he's sucked every match so far. He has potential.
Yeah.
But listen, when you're new to the team, we can wait. We can give you that benefit of the doubt, and we can see. But I'm going to judge Garnacho at the end of the season. I'm going to judge Gittins at the end of the season.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, end of the season, we're gonna make our judgment on a lot of players and a lot of.
It's like asking if Isaac's a flop at Liverpool now. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just not been enough.
By the same yardstick, the answer would be yes. But I'm not subscribing. I'm not subscribing to that yardstick.
You know what I would say. I would say on this. Look, Garnacho did not come to Chelsea with 60 million, price tag or 70 million price tag. It's not like the Florian Wirtz and the Gyökeres of Arsenal. So if Garnacho even become a flop, how much we pay for, it doesn't really hurt my skin that much. You get me compared to others.
I reckon Garnacho will, if need be, will be sold for profit. The way Chelsea sell these kind of players, he'll definitely be sold for profit. And I don't think calling him a flop at this point is quite accurate. No. I'm seeing some lag on the YouTube stream. In the chat, let me know if there is any lag or if there is any delay, because I'm seeing it on my screen and it might be just me on my end. You guys notice how the chat just got active all of a sudden? Yeah. They were all quiet. They were all just sitting there listening, and now they're all like giving it, big up to everyone. Big up to everyone.
Just had to say that Garnacho sucks, and that lit everything up, man. And Yakub is right. He's got the ego of Ronaldo and the input of Phil Jones. Love that comment.
That's harsh, man. That's bare harsh. You got 21 goals in assists last season in the worst Man United of all time.
I'm just going to drop that bomb. We'll talk during the week. Look at the stats. How many times he beat his man in all the minutes he's played?
Yeah.
Once. All right. Well, as I said, a lot of us have work in the morning, so we are going to call it a night. But next stream, please note this down. Next stream will be on a match night. So moving forward, Saturday night or Sunday night, depending on when Chelsea are playing, Champions League content will be coming out once we get into the knockout stages of the Champions League. We will be looking at a schedule and some sort of stream. The lads on my right will be producing some watch-alongs, some match previews. So make sure you guys are sub to them and watching their content to keep up to date. But yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And peace.